Ready for a movie marathon filled with fantastic gay stories? From iconic classics to hidden treasures, we've got 50 films you absolutely need to experience. Happy together! This film follows Ho Po Wing and Lan Yu, two lovers who travel from Hong Kong to Argentina hoping to mend their fragile relationship. They bounce between breakups and reconciliations, each clinging to the hope of a fresh start. The exotic setting contrasts with their emotional turmoil, highlighting their desperate longing for stability. As they navigate Argentine tango bars and cheap lodgings, their bond evolves into a painful dance of dependence and disillusion. In the end, a single decision changes everything. Front cover.
Try this on.
I want to look strong and manly.
He hates gays. Can't imagine you've never worked with someone gay.
Never someone like you, so no shame.
I can't work with him.
I don't care what you do, just fit.
Ryan, an uptight Chinese-American fashion stylist, prides himself on escaping his cultural roots. Everything changes when he's assigned to style Ning, a Chinese actor determined to maintain a masculine image. Their initial clashes melt into mutual curiosity, leading them to reveal vulnerabilities beneath their public facades. Cultural identity, family pressure, and personal secrets collide during a photo shoot that exposes more than just outfits. In one pivotal snapshot, both men realize image can't disguise genuine intimacy. Your name engraved herein.
Profitez du moment. Profitez du moment. 活在当下.
Taking place in late 1980s Taiwan, this is the story of Chang Jiahan and Birdie, whose friendship morphs into a tender connection against a backdrop of political transition and societal norms. Their bond flourishes in fleeting moments, a stolen cigarette break, a shared whisper in a corridor. But they face rumors at school and expectations at home, testing how far they'll go to protect their feelings. In one final confrontation, hearts break and destinies shift forever. The Wedding Banquet.
Idea
of amazing proportions.
As a married couple, you'll be able to take a big...
Wei Tung has everything, a successful life in America and a committed partner, Simon. Yet parental pressure forces him into a fake marriage with a mainland Chinese tenant seeking a green card. They organize a sprawling wedding banquet, filled with well-meaning relatives and curious guests. The elaborate celebration spirals into comedic chaos, exposing hidden truths and personal dilemmas. Just when they think things can't get more complicated, a single revelation reshapes their entire future. Utopians. Hins, a curious college student, finds his worldview altered when he meets Professor Ming, whose lectures challenge conventional norms around love and desire. The more Hins delves into uncharted territory, the more he questions everything he's been taught, by his parents, his religion, and his peers. Late-night gatherings spark philosophical musings that blend seamlessly with personal epiphanies. As Hins stands at the brink of self-discovery, one impulsive act rips away the last remnants of his sheltered life. By the way, if you're enjoying these picks and want to see more content like this, consider supporting our channel by becoming a member. You'll get exclusive early access to videos, a welcoming community of film enthusiasts, and a range of additional perks. Dear X. In Taipei, Song Cheng-chi's world is turned upside down when his late father's insurance benefits are bequeathed not to his mother, but to another man, Jay. Forced to share a cramped apartment with his estranged father's partner, Cheng-chi sifts through bits of the life he never knew. Tensions flare but also reveal the tender devotion hidden beneath. Between arguments, heartfelt confessions emerge that redefine the meaning of family. Then one final revelation flips anger into understanding in a heartbeat. Love of Siam.
เข้าใจหรือยังโดนัทแม่งสวยเลือกได้เขาเลือกมึงด้วยทำไมมึงไม่ดูแลเขาหน่อยเลยวะได้เขาทิ้งใช่ไหม
Tong and Mew share a childhood friendship that's rekindled in their teenage years, rooted in the comfort of old songs and memories. But what starts as a pleasant reunion quickly unearths deeper feelings. As family drama and personal struggles surface, their bond becomes an anchor in a sea of confusion. The tenderness of first love collides with the complexities of religion, tradition, and heartbreak. Right at the brink of clarity, a phone call changes everything. Lan Yu. Set against the economic boom of 1980s Beijing, the film revolves around Chen Handong, a wealthy businessman, and Lan Yu, a naive student. Their romance starts as a transactional arrangement, only to evolve into something genuine. With every stolen moment, their emotional investment deepens, but Chen's fear of commitment jeopardizes their fragile peace. As political and personal tensions rise, a single act of generosity reveals the depths of devotion and the ultimate cost of letting go. Twilight's kiss. Two aging men, Pak and Hoi, meet by chance in bustling Hong Kong. Both have lived conventional lives for decades, with families unaware of their desires. Their small acts of intimacy, like a walk on the pier or a shared meal, become rare gems in days overshadowed by responsibilities. The film poignantly explores the choices made over a lifetime as they contemplate leaving everything behind for a chance at happiness. A single silent gaze shifts the course of their twilight years. Loev.
This must be fun for you, right?
So what are you doing?
Pulling me, pushing me. You like fucking with me, right? I like you. You know that.
Best friends Jai and Sahil embark on a weekend trip in the picturesque Western Ghats. Jai, a successful businessman, is caught between professional obligations and unspoken yearnings, while Sahil grapples with uncertainties. Their casual banter conceals long-buried feelings that surface in stolen hugs and loaded pauses. Each sunrise on the trip brings new doubts, but also deeper intimacy. The tension climaxes in one late-night confession, rewriting the limits of what they mean to each other. The Blue Hour. Tam, a shy teen, meets Fum, an enigmatic stranger at a deserted swimming pool on the outskirts of town. Their midnight rendezvous blossom into a romance that provides solace from Tam's abusive home. Supernatural undertones and abandoned settings add layers of mystery, suggesting that what draws them together might be more powerful than mere infatuation. Each encounter edges them closer to a dark secret lurking in the water. When danger finally emerges, one shocking discovery changes everything they believe about love. Spa night.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
David, a young Korean American, grapples with family pressures and his own hidden desires while working at a Korean spa in Los Angeles. In this steamy environment, he discovers an underground network of secret encounters. Through quiet, lingering glances, David finds himself torn between the future his parents envision and a side of himself he can't ignore. The lines between duty and longing blur, and one late-night choice at the spa changes everything for him. Present perfect.
Where are you from?
Finland.
In search of solace, Toei travels to Argentina after a breakup, hoping the distance will mend his wounded spirit. There, he meets Oat, a fellow Thai traveler looking for his own kind of escape. Their shared culture in a foreign land sparks a newfound closeness filled with day trips and heartfelt conversations over late-night meals. Yet emotional baggage lingers, preventing either from fully letting go of past hurts. When a fragile confession arises, one spontaneous decision shifts the course of their futures. Song Lang.
Xẹt qua lo đám kim điện tử giùm tao một cái.
Set in the 1980s, Saigon Dung, a hardened debt collector, crosses paths with Lin Feng, a charismatic opera performer. Their chance meeting unravels shared childhood memories of traditional opera and cultural heritage. Dung's cold exterior softens as Lin draws him back to the music and dreams he once cherished. Their nights glow with neon-lit streets and the haunting echoes of a stringed instrument. When the final note plays, one tragic moment leaves an indelible mark. Girlfriend-boyfriend.
In
In the 1980s in Taiwan, Mabel, Liam, and Aaron form an inseparable trio. As they mature, their youthful bond transforms into tangled lines of romantic and political fervor. Under the looming presence of martial law, they fight for democracy while also navigating their evolving affections. Their rebellious acts mirror the turbulence in their hearts. Just when it seems they've found their footing, a shocking betrayal forces them to reevaluate how far they'll go for love and for each other. The inspection.
I need you to help me. I'm gonna be a Marine.
Marines. No, you ain't scared than two left shoes, and everybody can see it.
Ellis French, a troubled young man, enlists in the Marines in hopes of finding purpose. He faces grueling training, unrelenting drill instructors, and a tense atmosphere that tests his self-worth. Determined to succeed, he endures relentless hazing from peers who sense his difference. Meanwhile, a fractured relationship with his mother looms in his mind, fueling his desperation to prove himself. As tensions peak, Ellis discovers a fragile camaraderie amid the chaos. Moffie.
Man, won't you hurry? 'Cause I'm tired of these scenes.
Set in apartheid-era South Africa, Nicholas joins the army at 18, uncertain of who he is and what he stands for. Brutal training camps and racist ideologies clash with his own quiet doubt. He navigates fearsome drills while fighting an unspoken war inside himself. A fleeting connection with another soldier uncovers the staggering risks of being different in a harsh environment. Firebird.
Relations of a man with another man, which is punishable by 5 years imprisonment in a hard labor camp. If there is the slightest truth in that report, nobody can protect you then.
Set on a Soviet Air Force base during the Cold War, Sergei, a young soldier, yearns for more than monotonous duties. He crosses paths with Roman, a daring fighter pilot who's hiding his own secrets. Their forbidden bond flourishes under the ever-present threat of government surveillance and severe repercussions. In stolen moments, their world feels alive, yet reality stands poised to shatter it all. Soldier's Girl.
They live by a code. We're supposed to live for each other, and we're supposed to die for each other.
Based on a true story, Barry Winchell arrives at a military base seeking stability. When he falls for Calpurnia Adams, a transgender nightclub performer, his life becomes a tumultuous blend of love and looming danger. Gossip floods the barracks, and fellow soldiers grow suspicious of Barry's nightly escapes. As tension escalates, Barry struggles with his own fears, torn between loyalty to his uniform and devotion to Calpurnia. Yossi and Jagger. Set along the Lebanese border, this Israeli drama follows two officers, Yossi and Lior, nicknamed Jagger, who command a small outpost. They manage their unit's morale while navigating a hidden romance. Playful banter masks a profound longing to be open about their relationship. A sudden assignment interrupts their intimate bubble, sending them on a perilous mission. By the way, if you're enjoying these pics and want to see more content like this, consider supporting our channel by becoming a member. You'll get exclusive early access to videos, a welcoming community of film enthusiasts, and a range of additional perks. Benediction.
Go.
Set during World War I, this film follows the life of war poet Siegfried Sassoon. Haunted by the brutality of the trenches, he returns home disillusioned and rebellious. Poetry becomes his outlet, revealing his conflicted mind and attraction toward men in a society slow to understand. Relationships blossom, but old scars linger, blending passion with the constant reminder of how war changes men. Tom of Finland.
These are your men. You make these different boys feel special, beautiful.
Tukko Laaksonen, a World War II veteran, returns to Finland burdened by the horrors he's seen. By day, he tries to fit into an unwelcoming society. By night, he sketches bold images of men in uniform, creating an underground world where his fantasies come alive. His art stirs controversy, yet it resonates with thousands seeking representation. Eismayer.
Die Welt funktioniert nicht so, wie dein schwules Hirn sich das vorstellt. Willst du das nicht checken oder bist du zu blöd, das zu checken?
Charles Eismayer is the toughest drill instructor you could imagine, notorious for pushing recruits past their limits. Beneath that hard facade lies a man grappling with hidden desires that defy the image he's cultivated. When a defiant new recruit arrives, their clashes spark a mutual fascination. As cracks form in Eismayer's steely persona, he risks losing control in the one place where dominance is everything. Reflections in a Golden Eye.
Taylor, Brando. Now, a love story may never mean the same thing to you again.
Lousy bastard! Beating my heart!
Set on a southern military base, this classic follows Major Weldon Penderton and his wife Leonora. Their marriage crumbles under routine, jealousy, and unspoken secrets. An enigmatic private on the base becomes the center of the Major's obsessive fascination. Tensions mount as Leonora's flirtations intersect with Weldon's hidden longings, all watched by an unhinged observer who may be more involved than anyone suspects. Burning Blue.
I gotta make it work.
How do you make a relationship work?
I didn't plan this.
You think I did?
A close-knit circle of Navy pilots struggles to recover from a tragic jet crash. Amid the investigation, one pilot questions his feelings for another, sparking suspicion in a force that prizes conformity. As rumors ripple through their squadron, fear and desire collide in equal measure. Torn between risking a lifelong career and pursuing real love, they try to stay airborne despite a tailspin of doubt. Yossi. Set years after Yossi and Jagger, this film revisits Dr. Yossi Hoffman, now a closeted cardiologist struggling with grief. Haunted by the loss of his former lover, he finds comfort in the routines of his hospital work. A chance meeting with a group of carefree soldiers opens old wounds and unexpected opportunities. His guarded heart begins to thaw, leaving him longing for one more leap of faith. The Sergeant.
Swanee, I need you. I need you. You're everything that counts. You're mine.
No, you're wrong.
Master Sergeant Albert Callan runs a remote military depot with an iron fist. He commands respect but returns to an empty life each night. A new recruit arrives, sparking a dangerous obsession that the sergeant struggles to understand. Unsettling glances and rigid discipline create a suffocating environment, until a break in his defenses threatens to unravel his life structure. For a lost soldier. Set in the aftermath of World War II, this tale unfolds through the reminiscences of an adult choreographer recalling a childhood bond. A young Dutch boy meets a Canadian soldier stationed in a rural region, and their growing closeness leads to a formative emotional awakening. With questions of innocence, yearning, and memory, the film offers a delicate meditation on how fleeting encounters can reshape lives. Herein.
It's my birthday today. So...
Pip, fresh out of high school, inherits a tape recorded by his grandfather during World War II. As he listens to the stories of a soldier wrestling with love, terror, and camaraderie, Pip's life starts to mirror those old confessions. Modern struggles blend with wartime echoes, guiding him toward acceptance of his own sexuality. His journey proves that history's lessons don't always stay in the past. Love and Country.
Together. Look at that. Head pirate wants to get all kissy-kissy with his boyfriend. Hey!
Two young soldiers in Vietnam try to stay alive amid the chaos of battle. Huddled in makeshift camps, they find themselves drawn together, forging an intimacy that only life or death circumstances can create. Each mission could be their last, so every shared moment resonates with urgency. The constant threat of discovery weighs heavily, turning their bond into a secret they'll protect at any cost. Big Eden.
So, life is good. Life is good.
So what's this mean? How long are you going to be there?
That depends on...
Henry! Oh, man, I cannot believe you are here!
Dean's back.
When New York-based artist Lucas returns to his Montana hometown to care for his ailing grandfather, he expects a quiet few weeks. Instead, he rediscovers old friendships, wins over the entire town with impromptu art shows, and reignites a slow-burn romance with childhood friend Henry. Lucas struggles to balance his life in the big city with the comfort of small-town love, only to realize that sometimes the greatest masterpiece is the one you never knew you were creating, and by the end, you'll see love can bloom in the most unlikely of places. Hearthstone.
Oj, han är lite som en Utopians!
In a windswept Icelandic village, teenage best friends Thor and Christian spend their summer exploring fjords and sharing secrets. But when Christian starts dating a local girl, Thor is thrown into confusion by feelings he never anticipated. Their friendship strains under unspoken desires, until one night, a reckless confession changes everything. As the northern lights dance overhead, you learn that the heart's pull can be as fierce and untamed as an Icelandic storm. Rialto.
A thing happened today. It was this lad. He hit me a few digs, took me wallet.
Why didn't you say Herein?
I didn't know how.
Disillusioned dockworker Colum is wrestling with grief and the collapse of his marriage. One evening, he meets Jay, a charismatic young hustler, and they form a hesitant friendship that blurs into something deeper. Colum's rigid routine and strict Catholic upbringing clash with Jay's freewheeling lifestyle, forcing both men to confront loneliness and longing. By the film's end, you'll realize that sometimes the bridge between two hearts is built with the smallest, most unexpected connections. You Are My Sunshine.
We were different back then. When we were kids, you fitted in. It wasn't a choice.
When teenagers Joe and Tom meet in 1970s Britain, their instant connection must hide in the shadows of a society just waking up to homosexuality. As the years pass, we jump to the present day and find them still side by side, decades of devotion contrasting sharply with the lingering pain of Joe's estranged sister. Their story proves that neither time nor prejudice can ever steal the sunniest of hearts. 4 Moons.
Te quiero decir algo, pero me da un poco de miedo.
¿Entonces ustedes se conocían antes de entrar? Sí, desde que estábamos bien chavitos. Nos veíamos diario. Sí, de hecho, sí íbamos juntos a...
This anthology weaves together 4 stories of love, discovery, and heartbreak across Mexico City. In one, a shy teen grapples with an intense crush on his friend. In another, 2 men face cultural barriers in a passionate new relationship. Elsewhere, a married man questions his commitment. And finally, an elderly professor looks back on a life of hidden love. Each tale threads together to show that love's journey is never confined to age or rank, and the greatest revelations often come when we least expect them. Mario.
Hey! It hurts!
When Swiss soccer star Mario Poggio's contract hinges on a clean public image, rumors about his sexuality threaten his career. Outwardly confident, Mario hides a secret romance with teammate Leon. As they dodge paparazzi and locker room gossip, their passion grows more urgent and perilous. When a turncoat teammate exposes them, Mario must choose between his dreams and the man he can't stop loving. In the final whistle, you'll realize that sometimes the bravest act is to stand in the spotlight with your truth on full display. Hidden Kisses.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Viens, suis-moi.
16-year-old Nathan sneaks his very first kiss with classmate Louis at a packed house party, only for a photo to hit social media by dawn. Nathan is outed overnight, bullied at school, and rejected by his confused father, while Louis panics and denies everything to appease his strict policeman dad. The fallout pushes both boys to the brink, until one of them decides to stop hiding and forces everyone else to choose between fear and love. In that final showdown, you'll see how a single snapshot can shatter lives, or set them free. North Sea, Texas.
Loev, dat gaat niet meer uit.
Vind je me mooi?
Ja.
Zoen we dan?
Niemand hoeft dit te weten, Timmy. Dit is iets van ons.
Set in a sleepy Belgian seaside town, young Pim is desperate for his brother's attention, only to find himself enchanted by Gino, the new lifeguard. As Pim wrestles with jealousy, longing, and the awkwardness of friendship, his emotions crash over him like the waves at the shore. When Gino reciprocates, Pim's world flips upside down, until a family tragedy forces them apart. In the final scene, you'll feel the tide of emotion wash over you, showing that the heart's depths are as vast as the ocean itself. Jongens. Dutch teen Seeger's only passion is athletics, until he meets Mark, a charismatic sprinter at school. Their chemistry is instant. Stolen glances across the track, breathless sprints toward hidden feelings. As they train for a relay race, their friendship morphs into something neither expected. But the pressure of competition, same-sex rumors, and hometown expectations threaten to pull them apart. In the climactic sprint, you'll discover that sometimes the finish line isn't the end. It's where the real race begins. Fair Haven.
When was the last time you fantasized sexually about men?
About 4 months ago, I guess.
Nothing since then?
No.
Good.
After years apart, James returns home to Vermont to reconcile with his estranged family. He moves into his childhood home, where he finds solace in delicate glasswork and the company of his neighbor, Patrick. Their budding romance offers hope, but Patrick's disapproving pastor father casts a long shadow. Torn between faith and desire, both men face impossible choices. In the final scene, you'll feel the fragile beauty of love, and how, like fine glass, it can shatter and refashion itself. By the way, if you're enjoying these picks and want to see more content like this, consider supporting our channel by becoming a member. You'll get exclusive early access to videos, a welcoming community of film enthusiasts, and a range of additional perks. Rent.
Times when we're dirt broke and hungry and freezing, and I ask myself, why the hell am I still living here?
Life is yours to miss.
Struggling bohemians in the 1990s New York. Filmmaker Mark, musician Roger, and their circle of friends face love, loss, and the fear of eviction amid the AIDS crisis. When aspiring filmmaker Mark searches for a new story, and singer-songwriter Roger battles grief and illness, they discover that community can be the home you choose. Their bonds are tested by addiction, breakups, and the ever-present specter of disease, but they never lose hope or harmony. In the end, you'll see that even in the darkest times, love can be the anthem that carries you forward. Sublime.
¿Tu viejo sabe para qué la estamos usando?
Ni se acuerda que existe.
In this French drama, Muslim teenager Samir lives a double life. Dutiful son by day, club-goer exploring his sexuality by night. When Samir's boyfriend Victor suddenly vanishes, Samir embarks on a frantic search through Paris's queer underworld. Each clue unravels new dangers, prejudice, police raids, and bitter betrayal. As the clock ticks down, you learn that sometimes the hardest thing is to chase after someone you love when the world is trying to tear them away. Henry Gamble's birthday party.
Well, you know, he has his good days and his bad days.
I don't think he's gay. I think he's just confused.
Wait, so do you have like a problem with it? Surely you don't.
Promising swimmer Henry lives under the watchful eye of his evangelical parents. On the night of his 17th birthday party, friends and family gather to celebrate, but Henry's hidden desires refuse to stay silent. Amid church hymn sing-alongs and awkward poolside conversations, he grapples with temptation, faith, and the fear of being found out. When the final candles flicker out, you'll see that the greatest confessions are whispered, not shouted, from the rooftops. Departure.
We live in the house by the river. It's like a holiday house.
Ok, cool, moi c'est Clément.
Elliot.
Set in the shadow of the Berlin Wall's fall, two young East Germans, Jasmine and Benjamin, fall in love amid political turbulence. Their secret meetings in deserted train yards are charged with passion and fear, every encounter a potential act of rebellion. As borders shift and families demand conformity, they must decide whether love is worth risking imprisonment. In the film's final shot, you'll realize that freedom isn't just about crossing borders, but daring to be yourself, out in the dark.
كلمة حامل نغنوش ويتك يا مصطفى عشنتي سأل عنك عن جد
When Palestinian law student Naimer meets Israeli lawyer Roy in Jerusalem, their attraction is instant and forbidden. They risk everything, illegal crossings, family honor, and their very lives to spend a single night together. As political tensions rise, Naimer is forced to choose between a promised future abroad and the man he loves. The final twist reveals that sometimes the greatest barriers are the ones we build in our minds. Le Fil. Set in present-day Tunisia, Malik chafes under his father's absurdly long dowry demand to marry a woman. As he searches for the courage to defy tradition, he finds himself drawn to Bilal, a childhood friend returning from France. Their clandestine meetings in moonlit olive groves are filled with yearning and uncertainty. When a single phone call shatters both their worlds, you discover that in some places, love is more dangerous than any weapon. Being 17.
L'inquiétude qu'un homme ressent en lui-même par l'absence d'une chose qui lui donnerait du plaisir si elle était présente, c'est ce qu'on nomme désir.
Two French teens, Damien and Thomas, are assigned to live together for a school assignment in the Pyrenees. Their prickly rivalry, filled with slingshot stunts and insults, masks an undercurrent of attraction neither can admit. As they trek through mountain trails and argue under starry skies, their hostility softens into undeniable longing. In the final embrace, you'll understand that sometimes the fiercest battles are fought with the heart, not the sword. Tucked.
You should be living a more relaxed life.
If I'm dying, well, I'm going to enjoy the last few weeks before leaving this planet.
What about your daughter?
Set in London's vibrant drag scene, Agnes is a shy teenager grappling with gender identity. With the help of a fierce drag king named Wesley, she transforms into Tucked and finds confidence on stage. But as Agnes's online fame grows, so does pressure from conservative family members. When her two worlds collide at a sold-out show, you'll feel the roar of acceptance and realize that self-expression can't be silenced. Song Lang.
Trên đường về, xẹt qua lo đám kim điện tử giùm tao một cái.
In the 1980s Saigon, shy ticket taker Lin sells seats to a struggling Kailuang opera troupe. One night, he meets Dung, the troupe's star singer, whose voice seems to unlock something deep within Lin. As they rehearse under the heat of neon lights and tropical rains, an unexpected romance ignites. When Dung's career pulls him toward fame, Lin is forced to choose between standing in the wings or stepping into the spotlight of his own life. The Blue Caftan.
القفطان كيخصو يعيش كتر من ولادو لبسو بنتها من وراه يصبر للزمان.
In the labyrinthine alleys of Fez, a devoted caftan maker and his wife run a renowned dress shop. When Youssef, A young apprentice arrives to learn the craft. Tensions simmer beneath the surface. The husband's quiet fascination with Yusef's artistry soon becomes more than mentorship. As the thrum of looms echoes through ancient walls, you'll see that sometimes the gentlest threads hold the strongest bonds. That's our ultimate list. Tell us which movies you love, and if we missed any of your favorites in the comments below. See you in the next video.